Throughout this past year, the one rumored iDevice that's been particularly neglected by the media is the upcoming iPod Nano 8th generation. Although Apple has said nary a word about any of its upcoming products, I'm surprised that there hasn't been more word around about the next iPod Nano. After all, Apple has updated the iPod Nano in the new form factor every single time, which makes it an interesting device to watch. Admittedly, iPod Nanos may be nearing extinction as the iPod Touch and the iPod Shuffle dominate the iPod market, and Apple seems more interested in updating their iOS devices than the iPod Nano. However, assuming Apple does decide to release the iPod Nano 8th generation sometime in the next year, there's always room for speculation. Before we talk about what's next for the iPod Nano, let's talk about where the media player has recently been. A little while ago, Apple released the 5th generation iPod Nano, which had a rectangular design and a click wheel. A year later, Apple completely revamped the Nano, turning it into a square multi-touch watch-like device that did little more than play music and stream FM radio. Just last year, Apple returned the iPod Nano to its former rectangular design and added video playback once more, but kept the multi-touch display. With the 8th generation, Apple could once again go back to a watch-like design, or it could expand on the 7th generation with more features. If Apple does retrace its steps and turns the iPod Nano 8th generation into a watch again, it could even be the rumored iWatch that's been talked about for what seems like an eternity. However, if Apple does decide to keep the current form factor, I think the next logical step would be for them to add Wi-Fi support to the upcoming model. Maybe not a fully decked out web browser because the iPod Nano is so small, but possibly iTunes and iCloud integration. Since Apple added Bluetooth to the iPod Nano 7G, there's really no reason why they couldn't add internet to the 8G. Whatever the case, I would say there's a 95% chance that Apple will keep the touchscreen in the coming Nano. It's pretty certain that Apple is done with physical controls, except on their Mac computers where there's still no sign of incoming touchscreen, but I digress. At this point, Apple is very unlikely to return to like a click wheel design or any other physical control design which we saw on many generations of iPods. One feature that I would appreciate on the next Nano is the return of the camera. Even though a camera did appear on the iPod Nano 5th generation, Apple removed the camera from the preceding models for no good reason. Cameras are so prevalent nowadays that there's really no good reason not to have a camera on a mobile device like the iPod Nano. Even a stripped down video camera is better than nothing. Another thing that we're probably not likely to see on the upcoming iPod Nano is games. Now, Apple did add click wheel games to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th generation iPod Nanos, but then mysteriously removed the iPod Nano click wheel games from the iTunes Store, probably because they were trying to push more App Store games, and they thought that the iPod Nano click wheel games were sort of detracting from the full App Store experience. Even if the iPod Nano's 8th generation has the ability to play games, it's very unlikely that Apple will want to put games back on it unless it has full App Store support, which it probably won't have. Anyway, that's just about it for this video, so thanks for watching. Please let me know what you want in the upcoming iPod Nano 8th generation in the comments below. I'm interested to get your opinion, and also please be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.